Hey everybody, before we start the show, I want to be sure to invite everybody for the Resort Loop Group Cruise 2.0 next year, June 21st to the 28th. It'll be on the brand new Disney Treasure. It's a 7-day cruise, St. Thomas, Tortola, 2 days at sea. We'll swing by Castaway Cay. It'll be a great time. On the Treasure, there's going to be a new Coco-themed restaurant that's going to be fantastic. And get this, there's a 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea bar, a Jungle Cruise bar, a Haunted Mansion bar. We're going to set the bar here at this cruise. Plus, we need to defend our title as a Resort Loop Group Cruise on the 80s Music Trivia Night. You'll want to join us for that. That's lots of fun. If you want to be a part of our group, you got to book through Resort Loop Travel. You can find information at ResortLoop.com, or you can send me a note over at Tim@ResortLoop.com. We'd love to send you out a free quote. We hope you'll consider joining us on the Resort Loop Group Cruise next year. Everybody, here's the show.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
For those of you who have joined us at the Polynesian Village Resort Hotel, aloha, and welcome aboard the Walt Disney World local monorail system. During the trip, we request that everyone please remain seated and that there please be no eating, drinking, or smoking. Thank you. Our next stop is the Magic Kingdom.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Scott. This is ResortLoop.com, the gateway to the magic. Thrilled to be a show I've been meaning to do here for a long time. This is going back to our trip back from March. I almost wanted to say May, but it was March. It was a while ago. Family trip, the lovely wife Dawn, the lovely daughter Mackenzie, and the boyfriend Kane. So, first, Mackenzie, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Yes, you are, because you're in our home.
Yes.
Oh, true. And also happy to be here, I'm very sure, is Zach. Hi, Zach.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, absolutely. I'm happy to be here. I've been really excited to do this show.
Oh, me too. Finally get everything lined up in order. So we're going to talk about this show. Me, of course, longtime Disney fan. Daughter, longtime Disney fan. Knows a lot. Enjoys going. However, Zach was a first-timer.
I was. First time. Pretty cool. I definitely will be going back.
That is the right answer to say for the show.
Yes.
You passed.
Glad that's off my shoulders.
Now, guys, when did you both know that, like, Zach was going to come? Like, Zach, when did you know you were going to come? This whole thing went down.
Ooh. I mean, I feel like it was probably like a year before we had talked about it, and then it was just kind of like the idea, and then it just, as the months went on, it became like more into fruition. I think that sounds about right.
My mom originally thought that it was my idea to bring you, actually, and I had to remind her that it was her idea. She was like, do you think Zach would want to come? And I said, absolutely. And then about a year before, because we went over our spring break, it was the spring break before when she said, isn't it going to be so nice? A year from now, we'll be in Disney with Zach and we'll be showing him all these new things. I think it was about a year plus a month or so.
It was.
That we planned it.
Because we were both very excited. Because, anytime you take a new person, it's kind of exciting. So, Zach, what prior knowledge did you have about Disney before the trip?
Before the trip, not too much in terms of like the parks. Of course, I was raised on the movies like most kids are. But yeah, no, when it came to Disney parks, I just had completely, I want to say like zero knowledge. Like my mom had went with my sister's family about 5-6 years ago at this point. And that basically, I knew they went there. I saw a couple pictures, but I didn't get to actually know more until I started dating Mackenzie, and of course, like, it's a big thing in the family here.
It is.
Enjoying Disney, going to Disney, cruise, parks, and the history.
Right. And dinners, because what'd you guys make last night for dinner?
I don't remember where this recipe comes from, somewhere in the Japan pavilion, but for Christmas 2 years ago, I got a cookbook.
Yes.
That has a lot of World Showcase recipes in it, and I don't know how to, like, something, what do they call it?
It starts with an M.
Menchi katsu sliders.
Yeah.
I think that
sounds pretty close.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're from the Japan pavilion. They're very good.
The Katsura Grill there.
Oh,
yes.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
You knew it the whole time.
Oh, so yeah, so we even we have make recipes here around the house on occasion. We all decided we were going to go about a year ahead of time. Zach, what did you have to endure training-wise from my daughter beforehand? Because you were undergoing like a year-long rigorous process of getting prepared for this trip.
There was a lot of walking, and there was quizzes. they would often coincide, which is nice because it was something to do during the walk other than just, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. And that was really just the main part of it. And then just some information about like what rides are where, what rides are better rides than others, what we're going to try and do. But yeah, no, walking was definitely the number one thing.
Okay. Mackenzie, what did you think was the most important thing you need to have him aware of before the trip?
I think I just made him aware of kind of what is where. That was a big part of the quiz. I made him many, many times name the 7 lands of Magic Kingdom.
Right.
We'd be randomly driving. I'd be like, all right, name them. And he would always leave out like either Frontierland or Adventureland. And then he'd be like, oh, I know the 7th one. I was like, I know you do. Same with naming the pavilions, World Showcase at Epcot. Just sort of him knowing where things are. I would tell him about a ride and make him guess where it is. And he would often confuse what was once Future World with Tomorrowland. I'd be like, mm-mm.
I do know occasionally you would also, when everybody was here, would play Disney Jeopardy, which is on YouTube. Is that an all ears thing? I don't remember.
No, it's not all
Inside
ears.
the Magic.
Yep, there you go.
It's Inside the Magic. Zach, did you have any idea of the scope of the parks before we went? I know Don Mackenzie told you kind of where everything was kind of in relation, but did you have any idea, like, was it bigger than you thought, smaller than you thought?
Way bigger than I thought. Way bigger. I mean, I think the scale that I imagined after looking at like the land of like all like Disney World versus like Disneyland, I definitely in my head was picturing more of a Disneyland, which is still, a fairly sizable park. But like, I mean, you go to Disney World, world is the correct word for that. Like you genuinely feel like you're in a completely different place.
Yes. As we're getting there, because we drove down, just so everybody knows.
Yes.
This was one of the standard Scott family vacations, which he took a part in.
Yeah.
And he's still here today. So how bad could that have been? So what were your initial thoughts, as we're getting to Disney, as we're getting closer? Maybe drive under that, famous sign?
That was pretty cool. That was something that like, it's there. It's different seeing it in person versus like in a photo online, whatever. Where I don't know, it just, the way it started feeling so real once you saw it was pretty incredible. Like the drive down, you can start seeing like, not to sound like a nerd, but you can see the vegetation change and you kind of understand you're going farther south. But then, yeah, once you actually get to start like seeing everything, you see a sign here, a sign there, and then eventually you're just at the front going in. I don't know. It is something completely different. It just feels magical. I'll say it corny, but feels magical.
No, it's not corny on this show. Just use the word magical. So Mackenzie, not on the way down, but after we got there, what was the one thing you wanted to be sure to show him right away? What were you really excited to show him?
I wanted to get him on the monorail very quickly.
The monorail, okay.
Yes. So we got there, we stayed at Art of Animation, settled in very quickly, and I had got a reservation. It wasn't hard. It's not hard. At Kona Cafe for that night. And so I knew staying at Art of Animation, we would bus over to Magic Kingdom, monorail to Polynesian, and I want to show him the monorail.
The monorail.
The most classic form of transportation at Disney, I should say.
Yes, which is a heartfelt here on ResortLoop.com.
Yeah.
Monorail.
We love the Resort Loop.
Yeah.
I think I pointed the sign to him. I was like, that's the Resort Loop. That's what the podcast is named for.
Awesome. So what would everybody think? I'll start with Mackenzie.
Okay.
Because she's done a lot of the other resorts. Art of Animation, what did you think of the resort?
I loved it. I think it's a new favorite.
Really?
Yes. I think that I wouldn't have much reason to stay there in the future because they are sweet rooms.
Right.
Except for the Little Mermaid section, and everyone knows that one is very far away from the Skyliner anyway.
So far.
Why wouldn't you just stay at Pop Century if you need that size room? I don't know.
Exactly. That's our tip of the day.
But I'm a sucker for a good under the sea theme. So we stayed in the Little Nemo section. Nemo. Finding Nemo section.
He was little.
Yeah.
Nemo was
tiny.
little.
Yeah, got a little fin.
Little thing too.
But I love the Finding Nemo section. We had a pool view. Thought it would be loud. It wasn't because we were on the third floor.
Third floor.
Third floor. Quiet.
Rooms are extremely quiet, even from like neighbors and people upstairs and the pool.
And even a room or even like a resort that is known for having lots of small children around and small or young families. Perfectly quiet.
Who knew?
Who knew?
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of magic doors and magic glass they use in those
I
buildings.
don't know.
But it was crazy quiet. It
Yeah.
was awesome. Zach, what was this? This was your very first Disney resort. So what did you think about this? Because you've stayed at, I'm sure, hotels before.
Yeah.
But this is a Disney resort hotel. What'd you think?
I personally thought it was great. Of course, the theming, amazing. I love Finding Nemo. That was definitely one of the staples growing up. Finding Nemo, Monsters Inc. probably my top 2. Yeah, I really liked everything about it, and the view was great. You could see the pool, and we were like, our window was right outside the big like statue of Crush. I think, yeah. That was really cool. Location was also a pretty nice spot. Easy to get on that Skyliner, and get into the parks that way. And that pool was big. I think it's the biggest one.
It's the biggest pool on property, I'm sure, except for the water parks, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Fun fact, what's it called? Big Blue Pool? Something like that.
Big is in the name.
Exactly.
Oh,
there
wow.
you go.
We should have known.
Now, transportation-wise, when you say Art of Animation, everybody thinks of the Skyliner.
Yes.
Zach, what'd you think of the Skyliner?
I was so scared the first time we went on it. Because we took off and went off a little faster than I thought it would, I won't lie. So I kind of gripped onto the seat a bit. Then we were going and just kind of looking down. It started to get more and more fun the more we went on it. But the first time we actually started coming in to get off of it, it was also a little bit more abrupt than I was thinking. And we went at a bit of an angle. I was unprepared. I'm sure I made some silly face. But I did love it in the end.
You might have, we was like, yeah, we're coming in hot.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're not going to do a day by day, but I want to do a little park by park thing, like what you think.
Okay.
Let's start with, where would you guys like to start? Let's leave it up to you guys.
Our first park was Epcot.
Yeah.
Of that trip, so.
Start with
there.
Epcot.
Yeah.
So what'd you guys like about Epcot?
Well, I'm a bit of a foodie, and the fact that all the pavilions had food from that particular, either country or region, depending on where you went, it was nice. And we went during Flower and Garden, so I think there was specific things that were just because of that festival, which was also really cool. So yeah, I'm a foodie. I'm a fan of culture, so that in its entirety, that park was just great for that.
Oh, so you can enjoy the whole World Showcase experience.
Yeah. We did get one of those Flower and Garden booklets that have all the special food for the festival, and we would look at that if we were bored in line, or we would just circle things that we wanted to try. Possibly, we actually tried it. We were able to try a few of those.
Yeah, I feel like most of them we circled, we definitely sought out and were able to get.
Yeah.
Do you remember what a couple of your favorites were?
The tempura shrimp.
That was good. Yeah.
From the Odyssey building.
Okay.
The goat cheese.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Croissant in France. I think might have the first Flower and Garden recipe we tried, and I think that was still the favorite. I love goat cheese.
Yeah.
I didn't know that before I had that, but I love goat cheese.
Who would have known?
Yeah.
Making cheese out of goats. Who knew that was even possible?
Yeah. Come on now.
Favorite World Showcase pavilion?
Oh.
That's kind of tough.
You can take into take into effect the ambiance, if it has an attraction you love, anything like that. There's no wrong answer.
Okay.
Yeah. I think just right off the rip, maybe it's just because we were talking about the goat cheese croissant, but I feel like France is probably up there, which...
Oh, that's a total wrong answer. No, I'm kidding. France is good. Go, keep going. I'm just had to say that.
But yeah, no, France was up there. I liked how everything looked. The Beauty and the Beast topiary, I believe, was I think just right outside of Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. Is that the name of the ride? Yeah.
It wasn't actually in front of it, but go on.
Oh, it wasn't?
No.
Oh, I thought it was nearby.
It was at the very front of the pavilion, and Remy's in the very back.
Oh, well, at least
You're
I got
doing
the
great.
pavilion right.
You're doing great.
But yeah, no, I thought that was pretty. I did like the sort of ambiance of it. Yeah, and then of course the croissant probably helped play a factor in me picking that one overall.
All right. Mackenzie, how about you this trip? What was your favorite pavilion? Taking into account everything.
I don't know if I have a favorite. Sorry to be that person. Sorry.
No,
But
that's
there's
the wrong
just-
answer.
Yeah, that is a wrong answer. I don't know. You already took France, and that's a good one.
I can give you France. I can take I think Germany, because German had that one little train system.
Oh, yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Maybe Norway, but we didn't try any food from Norway. But I do like Frozen Ever After.
I always like to say Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
Because I like the whole going in, and it feels like you're in a little city at night.
Yeah.
And I always like a good boat ride, a good Disney boat ride. But there was no outstanding food that I recall this time that I had to get from Flower and Garden there. I remember one time were you with me? I was going to get the tostada. There was a tostada, and the girls in front of me asked if it was any good, and the guy was like, "No, it's really not that good. I wouldn't get it." So I was like, "Well, I didn't want anything else in line, so I just kind of bailed."
Yeah. I appreciate
I was
honesty. I was not with you there, though.
Okay. Yeah. I appreciate it. I kind of still wish I would have got it just to try it, but I was like, there's going to be something else around the World Showcase I'll get.
For sure.
All right. How about as far as the other keep wanting to say Future World, but now all the Discovery lands
Right.
over there at Epcot. Mackenzie, what do you like, and what did Zach like? We'll start with Mackenzie, though.
Mm-hmm. I am a world nature girly.
Gotcha.
I love the land. We used to play a game, we still do, when I was younger, where I'd just be in the car and I'd be like, if you'd be anywhere in Disney World right now, where would you be?
Great game.
A lot of the time you'd say Polynesian. And I was either between Polynesian or the land pavilion.
Right.
So it wasn't really much of a game because our answers were the same almost every time. But
it's true. And we've done this on the show too. It can change just depending on your mood that day.
Yeah.
That's a great thing about the game.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But I love the land. I love living with the land.
Mm-hmm.
I love Soarin'. I love Sunshine Seasons. This was the first time I ever saw the little 10-minute show in that theater. Awesome Planet, I think it's called.
I think it is. I want to say Symbiosis, but I was going back to the 80s on that one.
Yeah, no.
I went way back. It was like my own personal time machine.
I've never eaten at Garden Grill, but I want to do that.
You've eaten it.
How old was I then?
Oh, you were little.
Yeah,
but
there
you
you
have eaten it. You might have been in a car seat or in a carrier.
Yeah, I want to eat there in my living memory someday. But the reason I can't is because of that dog and living with the land that just never stops barking.
The yelping.
That's the only thing that stops me from eating there. I don't want to listen to that for an hour. Anyway, what's your favorite?
I mean, that's also my favorite, the land. Because, I mean, living with the land, that's up there. That's one of my favorite things we did. I think we went on that 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
A couple, of course, a couple. Back to back, you have to have 2 of them. But, yeah, no, that was a lot of fun. Soarin'. That little show, Awesome Planet, that was nice. Yeah. I like that. It was a good little break. It's nice to kind of just sit down and just get to watch stuff.
Yeah. It does have those effects pretty cool.
Yeah.
Also in World Nature is the Living Seas with Nemo and Friends. And we're big aquarium people.
You do love your aquariums.
We didn't get enough time in the aquarium, though, I don't think. I think by the time we realized we needed to go back because we wanted to look at it more, it was the last day, and we were so tired the last day.
Right.
We quit on the last day around 4 p.m. We had like a Guardians Lightning Lane at 7, or virtual queue at 7, and I was just pooped. I couldn't.
I was going off adrenaline. I didn't know I was pooped until she was like, okay, let's go back. And I was like, okay, cool. So we get there, she goes lay down for a nap, and then I go over and I lay down. I'm like, man, I'm just gonna have to lay here and then I snooze right away. I'm knocked out.
Yeah.
I did not know how much I needed it.
That's how you know you're having a good Disney trip.
Yeah.
And you've gotten a lot done. All right, before we leave Epcot, we need to talk about Space 220.
Oh, right.
Family's first time there. We're gonna start with Zach this time. What'd you think?
I thought it was pretty good. Let's see what I got. The calamari as my appetizer. Best calamari I've ever had.
Really?
It was so soft. I'm often worried about getting calamari just because sometimes it's a little rubbery and chewy. But I mean, that was great. It was so good. And I'm not sure what other sauce they had, because of course you had the marinara, but there was some other sauce they had with it that was also pretty good. It's kind of zesty.
It was some sort of aioli. Yeah.
That was really good. I was a big fan of that. And then what did I got there? Salmon, which their salmon, what was it? Some kind of, maybe it was a miso salmon. That was pretty good. The sauce, they messed up my sauce a little bit. They got like a third of the salmon with the sauce. So when I had the salmon with the sauce bites, amazing. When I had just the salmon, it was still good, but it wasn't salmon with the sauce good.
Oh, we should have addressed that at the time.
Yeah. Send it back.
Chef, I will not stand for this. That's why I'm sitting.
That's why I'm sitting at this comfortable seat. Mackenzie, what did you think of the Space 220?
Loved it. I was just thinking that I almost forgot what my entree was because the duck confit was so good.
Oh, yeah.
But then I remember that I had like a tuna salad, but not like tuna salad with mayonnaise. It was like tuna on a bed of salad with some sort of like bean. I can't remember what it was, but I remember it was very good.
Like an ahi type tuna.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And I think Mom said, and I agree with her, that we can almost never go back to Space 220 because our table was right next to the space, the screens.
Yeah, what'd you guys think of the whole space theming? Like the space elevator? Mm-hmm. Amazing. We couldn't see it from the outside of the building, but it shot right up out of the roof.
Yeah, I don't know how they hit that so well. Disney magic.
Yeah, I think they have the elevator kind of like, what is it called? It's like the disappearing blue. What is that they use on some buildings?
Oh yeah, go away green.
The elevator isn't real.
What?
Huh?
Oh, it's not real.
It's you've lost it, girl.
Because we're clearly up in space.
Yeah, I saw that thing shoot off. They have windows in the bottom and the top, so you get to see, which is very nice. Then
sorry.
While you're on the elevator, that you know where you're going.
And I like that you still had to take the elevator down.
Yeah.
They didn't figure you'd already had dinner. Just spacewalk outside.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Here's a parachute. Good luck.
All right. So would you recommend Space 220 to anybody listening?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
All right. Expensive meal. It was a great meal, and I'd say it's at least worth doing once.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe twice.
Maybe twice if you really, really love the food, but it is great for the experience one time, I think.
Yeah, agreed.
Not something I'm calling back to every single time,
Mhm.
but I'm glad I got to experience a new restaurant. New to me.
Yes.
It was a few years old at that point. But.
New to me too.
And did I share with you guys my buffalo cauliflower?
Yes, I had some of that. That was really good.
I was amazed at how good that was.
Mhm.
I kind of got it as like, I just got to try it since we're here, in case we don't get back.
Yeah.
I was surprised. It was good.
Yeah.
All right, what park do you want to go to next? We kind of got Epcot wrapped up there.
You can choose.
Let's go to Animal Kingdom.
Ooh, okay.
The jungle.
Yeah. That we had so of course, it's my first time. So the first thing we line up for is the safari. And that was amazing. The safari, apparently it was a really, really good safari, good experience, because even the tour guide, I don't know if they have a specific title for them, like how some people like have a specific one.
I almost wanted to call them skippers, but they're not.
They're not skippers.
Yeah, that's what I almost wanted to say.
Yeah.
I think they just call him your driver. Did
I don't
they
know.
just say I'm your driver?
Safari.
Safari.
I'm your
shower.
safariist.
Yeah, there you go.
A safariist.
Yeah, the safaris was like, wow, like this is one of the best showings I've ever seen. I think we saw every animal that was there. I believe they said that. Could be wrong. But that was amazing. The one, I don't know what it was, big ol' horns, got real close to me. Got a little nervous, but he just walked by. He didn't mind me too much.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, I didn't know what I was going to do.
On the first day we went to Animal Kingdom, before the safari, we actually rode Everest, remember? Expedition Everest.
But yeah, when we did ride Expedition Everest 2 times.
2 times in a row.
Yeah, back to back again.
Yeah.
We rope dropped it, got back on. Pretty good. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
Awesome. Did you do any dinosaur?
Good dinosaur.
Any Avatar stuff?
And then I called them out on dinosaur.
He's a dinosaur guy, Mr.
Oh, it's true.
Paleontology, major, minor.
Was it not your dino?
I believe they had the iguanodon at the end of the Cretaceous, and I'm pretty sure that thing was not around at the end of the Cretaceous. Sure enough, I Googled it. It wasn't.
Oh my goodness.
So that's all I'm going to say there. There's no more reason to throw shade. Just a quick little thing I noticed. Disney, if you need some help, hit me up.
There you go. There you go.
Fun fact, I didn't know the
If you're
iguanodon.
listening, what's that?
I didn't know the iguanodon was a real dinosaur that existed before. I thought it just sounds so out of there, like iguanodon. I
Right.
really thought Disney just made up a dinosaur and threw it.
I'll be honest, I'm kind of in the same boat. Who knew?
Yeah.
It was the first dinosaur named, actually. That's why it has such a silly name. They were like, I don't know what this thing is. Kind of looks
It's
like
an
an iguana. Yeah, that's what they did.
That's
and
so
then
funny.
They ate dinner to show off inside of a reconstruction of it. Fun
Oh.
fact. What was his name? I always forget his name.
Owen Wilson?
No, not Owen. Oh,
Life is a highway.
wow, I just found a iguanodon. Wow.
Okay.
Sorry, had to get that out.
Anything else that you enjoyed, attraction-wise?
Navi River Journey.
Navi River Journey. That was
Okay.
funny.
Yeah. Why?
Oh,
Is that where you were Googling the iguanodon stuff?
no, there was supposed to be one of the most is it complex, just more fluid animatronics there.
Right.
And it was hitting a T pose.
Yeah.
It was not in action. While
They
we
didn't
went
even
on
have
it.
the screen pulled up of like the little animation of the shaman, it's called.
Oh, I think, yeah.
Yeah. They didn't have that. It was just, I have the saddest video. I was hyping up this animatronic
Yeah.
so much. I was like, it's so cool. It's giant. It's very complex. It moves very fluid like. And then we turn the corner, we're about to see it, and it's just full T-pose.
Yeah.
No, it's still singing. They
Oh,
still have the
okay.
audio going. It's not making a single movement.
No.
He was just pointing to the exit, like, you'll exit that way.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Any foods at the Animal Kingdom did you guys get?
Ooh, food.
Worth mentioning.
I had a coffee there that was pretty good. It was some kind of like coconut cream.
And that was where we're going to shout out
Oh, yeah.
Parker from the Disney College program right now.
Okay.
What is the name? I'm not gonna remember the name of that little. It's a little
was like a little
tiny
stand.
counter service, little stand in Africa, kind of outside the safari. And we were talking, and it was our second to last day, I think. And I really wanted to get him a first visit button, and I just hadn't done it yet. I just didn't want to ever go out of my way to go find one because I was being lazy. But also I wanted to show you a lot of stuff, so we were just kind of go. But I guess I was talking loud enough about getting you a first visit button. I was like, maybe you'll get it like tonight or tomorrow morning. And so there's a guy named Parker from the Disney College program who's holding the menu outside. We see him walk away. You actually said, like, where'd the menu go? I was like, guess it got legs, and walked away. But he comes back and he hands him a first visit button.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
That's some Disney magic.
that's Disney
Yeah,
magic.
it was. I think we even said that at the time. I was like, wow.
We thought it was so cool.
I still think it's cool.
Because we were really joking about, oh my gosh, she just walked away like that. But it was actually to get us a first visit button for you.
Wow.
I thought that was very nice.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Was that at one of the Joffrey's carts you were talking about?
No, it was
just-
just a normal quick service place in Africa
Gotcha.
somewhere.
Yeah, I think it was near the Lion King show because I think it was just like a minute walk and we were in line for that.
Yeah. From there, we did get a really good Mickey-shaped cinnamon roll.
Oh, that was good.
Mm-hmm. Not necessarily notable because it was just a cinnamon roll, but it was a good cinnamon roll.
Yeah.
If you're going to get something, it better at least be good.
Yeah.
All right. Let's make our way over to Hollywood Studios.
Mhm.
But first, let's go with the Star Wars side of things. What did you guys think of you guys. Mackenzie's seen it.
Yep.
Zach,
Yeah.
what'd you think of this whole Batu?
Again, I liked it a lot. The theming was really good. It did just, it was weird. It was a kind of an odd breakup going from just like Hollywood Studios into Batu, where you just kind of go in this little tunnel, but all of a sudden it really is just a complete change, super quick, but somehow fluid. And I liked a lot about it. I wish I got to see more characters. We saw Chewbacca out at one point though, and Chewbacca was hanging around for a while, so that was nice. But you know, I was hoping to see some stormtrooper action. I think that would have been pretty cool. That was something I was hoping for, but I was making sure not to expect necessarily.
Right.
But yeah, and then I got to take a picture with the Millennium Falcon. That was sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Did you do the Star Wars attractions in there?
Yes.
Yeah.
We got to pilot the Millennium Falcon in Star Wars Smuggler's Run. whatever it's
Smuggler's
called.
Run, yeah.
Yeah.
That was tough. That I think we had picked the toughest role in that.
Well, you didn't get a choice.
Yeah.
The first time I rode Smuggler's Run, you and Mom were the pilots,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
was gunner engineer, one of those ones. And so I told you guys, it's my turn to pilot and to make Zach do it with me.
Absolutely.
You were better at it than I was, though, so maybe I shouldn't have piloted, but
Yeah. I mean, what was it? I think you had the up and down, I had the left and right, which I was not expecting that to be how it worked.
yeah.
Right.
So I was like trying to like time how I moved left with how you would like move up or down.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was making it too complicated. I was thinking too much.
Yeah.
I think the whole thing's too complicated. Who's going to design any kind of ship where two people
Two people have to
Yeah.
drive two different axes?
I guess pilots were like that on planes.
Well, I mean, there is two of them. Maybe that's what they do when they're bored. They just want to have some fun.
Oh, there
my
you go.
gosh.
How about the Rise of the Resistance? Did you get to do that
Yes.
one?
Yeah.
Oh,
We didn't do it the first day at Hollywood Studios because the line was terribly long. 'Cause we were going to rope drop it, I think, and then it was down.
that sounds
Something
about
similar.
right. Yeah.
No one's surprised about that.
No one.
And so our last day, we were going to be in Hollywood Studios. I told him that we're just going to get in line. The line was like 140 minutes long, I think. It was something crazy. But I was like, trust me, like you're a Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
So I was like, we're just going to wait it out, but trust me, it's going to be awesome. For some reason, the wait ended up being like 50 minutes.
Yeah.
50?
50.
Wow.
50. I don't know how they messed up the time or maybe manipulated the time on purpose. But I've only been on it once or twice before, and it had been some time. So I kind of recognized the queue, and I was like, if that door opens and I see Rey, I'm going to be really weirded out because I could have sworn we had at least an hour left. And then I opened, or I didn't open the door, but the door opens.
I decided I was done.
So let me on. But then that happened. I was like, okay, is there more queue that I'm not remembering? And all of a sudden we're outside getting on the ship. I was like very pleasantly surprised that it had taken was basically no time at all in comparison.
Yeah, I wonder if it had something to do because it was raining when we started to get in line. Like it had just started raining, so I wonder if maybe it was a bit longer, and then we just happened to catch it at the right time before it changed up. Because
Perhaps.
I think one time when we were there and we saw the line, it like went way out of the actual queue.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, that one, it's like we weren't quite super far in it, but like we had like probably 100 feet into the queue.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice. And you liked the whole ride?
Yeah. That one was really cool. What was it? I don't know exactly what they were called, but the one cart where we're like going up an elevator.
Mhm.
And then all of a sudden there's a drop. Was not expecting a drop. I screamed.
Yeah.
Straight up. Wasn't ready.
Mhm.
Did you guys do Star Tours at all?
We did.
We did start. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember Star Tours now.
Yeah.
That one. That's the one where it's like it picks somebody to be the one with like a bounty on their
The
head.
Rebel Spy.
The Rebel
yeah.
Spy. That's what it is.
Mhm.
Were you the rebel spy?
No, I wish. It was kind of funny though.
It was a
'cause
little
It was a
girl, I
little
think.
girl.
That sounds about right.
So-
She was like 4.
Yeah, imagining some like 4-year-old running around, taking out stormtroopers and being some kind of rebel spy. I can get down with that. That's a new.
That's right.
That sounds like a Disney kid show that I would watch.
Okay, let's see here. What other parts of the park did you like? Did you do anything in Toy Story Land?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, Toy Story Land. We had gone on. Oh, I'm trying to remember which one is which before I say the wrong one.
You can do it.
Ooh, it's the Woody's Wild Roundup. Is that the?
Are you trying to name a ride right now?
Oh gosh, I did mess it up, didn't I?
Toy Story Mania, perhaps?
Toy Story Mania, was that the one where we were in the cart shooting things at the same time?
Yes, the little
Yeah.
arcade game.
I did mess it up. Dang it. All
Woody's
right.
Roundup Barbecue is a
Yeah.
restaurant.
Right.
Oh, that's right.
Actually, I don't even think it's called Woody's. I think it's just Roundup Barbecue. Disney's terrible at naming things nowadays. Don't even get me started on character blank adventure.
Hey, I'm terrible at remembering it, so
Yeah.
Recipe for disaster. That was fun. I ended up beating you in that, which I
Mhm.
was not expecting to do.
You had a higher score and accuracy. I
Oh
was
my.
just slacking that day.
Yeah, I woke up. I was ready to play.
Yeah.
I don't mess around. This competition, I take it very seriously. I was second round pick
Mhm.
in the draft, so I have to show up there.
Yeah.
Oh, cards have been shown. Did you guys do a Slinky Dog?
No, we did
No.
not make it on Slinky Dog.
I didn't think so.
Guess we got to go back.
We do got to go back.
Always got to save something.
Yeah.
Got to save something.
Mhm.
Let's go to Roundup Barbecue.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
What'd you guys think of the meal?
11 out of 10.
Loved it. It was probably my favorite just because of the experience where it's like, oh, you're shrunk down, you're a toy now, you're in a box. I like that I got a horse to ride to my seat.
Mhm.
It's
That was
true.
nice of them.
That's true.
It was the shortest ride ever, though, because we were
Right
Oh,
there.
the closest possible table to the hostess little stand.
Maybe that was a good thing. Maybe I wasn't meant to ride a horse all the way around the restaurant.
I guess.
Perhaps your liability.
Yeah, didn't get much of a chance to get a good gallop going there.
Yeah, I did went and they were like, all right, here's your seats out. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
All right.
Here you go.
All right, but if you guys would recommend the restaurant if somebody really likes the barbecue side of things.
Yes.
Yeah, it was great. The brisket was amazing. Like
Mhm.
I think I got the brisket because they bring you a big thing of everything right off the rip. Ribs, brisket. What else was in there that I can't think of at the top of my
The
head? Sausage.
chicken.
Chicken. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it was. And then afterwards, you can order or just get like specific things to come back. And then I think I got the brisket twice to come back after that.
Yeah.
So
You were chowing down.
yeah, I was chowing down on that brisket. That brisket was fantastic.
I don't remember all the sides, but I remember liking the sides. Was the mac and cheese one?
Ooh,
Yeah. First, let me say, I love the barbecue itself, but the sides were really the star of the show for me. The little bread service, the biscuits, I don't know what it's called,
Oh,
bread
yes.
service, with the hot pepper jelly. Oh my God. That was so good. Sometimes I don't want to try new things, and sometimes I really want to try new things. And so I almost didn't try the hot pepper jelly. And then as soon as I tried it, I think I like hoarded the rest of it because it was that good.
We had hot pepper jelly.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
man.
No.
Not keeping up. My
That
daughter
was
not quite
super
keeping up.
She's like, yeah, I've talked about this all the time.
I'm locking today. There's also the mac and cheese.
Mhm.
Could do without the goldfish crackers, but for some reason the noodle shape itself was very fun.
Okay.
I can't remember what the other ones were. It was really the hot pepper jelly and the mac and cheese that was the star for me.
Yeah.
They had beans. The beans were really good.
Well, the beans
Oh
were
yeah,
good.
bacon and beans.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. There was
There's like a little watermelon salad.
The watermelon salad. That's what I was trying to think of.
That was kind of whatever though. I'm not gonna
yeah.
lie.
Carrie hyped that up a bit too much.
Yeah. My aunt went once and she was like, "Oh, it was so good," and then I ate it and I'm like, "This is watermelon for sure."
I like watermelon.
I don't even think it was like a watermelon feta salad. I really think it was just watermelon with a little bit of mint sprinkled on it.
Yeah.
I was
Right.
like, "Yep, that's watermelon. All right,
Nothing wrong with it.
nothing wrong with it. Nothing great about it."
So I think we'll probably definitely do the barbecue again.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else we want to touch on there at the Hollywood Studios? We hit the biggies. Oh, let's just real quick. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
I'm a big fanatic of it.
That was fun.
I was too young to appreciate Great Movie Ride at the time.
Yes.
I forgot how old I was when it went under, but I was kind of like, okay, bye. Sweet new ride. Love that. I love Minnie Mickey's Runaway Railway. I love that cartoon. I love the art style of it. I think it's fun. I think sometimes Disney does trackless attractions just because they can. Cough, Remy's Ride to Adventure, whatever. But I love Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. It's so fun.
Yeah, I like the intro show where you go in there and then it's kind of like, oh yeah, there's an explosion and now you go from the 3D world into the 2D world, like where they are.
Yes.
I think that's fun.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, I think we might as well wrap up here at the studios. Let's go over to the Magic Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few attractions over there, probably.
Yes.
Zach, what did you think your first time walking up the street and seeing that castle?
That was crazy. It felt very picturesque. We went on, it was great weather also. I don't think we mentioned basically that whole week we were there.
Mhm.
I think it rained like twice while we were actually in the parks, and even then it wasn't for very long. But it felt like I was looking at one like a promotional ad the way I walked in there, and I was
Right.
like, that's too perfect. Why? How?
Awesome. So we'll just get right to it. Favorite attraction for Zach first, because I don't want Mackenzie to lead him on anywhere.
No, you can.
What was your favorite attraction at the Magic Kingdom?
That's.
I'll even give you two.
Really
you can give
tough.
me two.
I think Pirates of the Caribbean. That was fun. Oh gosh, so far that's all I'm coming up with. We didn't get to explore Magic Kingdom as much as we wanted to. It seemed.
Yeah.
Why am I forgetting the name of the Peter Pan's Flight? I liked that a lot as well. I thought that was cute. Going over the city. In that little glider.
You did say wow, and I knew you were going to do exactly that, actually.
Yeah. Wow. Back to Owen Wilson. It's all back to him.
Yeah.
Awesome. Mackenzie, what was your favorite attraction this trip? I know you have your always favorites.
Yeah.
What'd you want to do with Zach most of all?
What did I want to do with Zach most of all? I think maybe Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger spin.
Oh, another video game oriented
I was going
one.
to say, we kind of met playing video games, basically. We still do that every day. So I'm like, you're going to love this. Same with Toy Story Mania. They're kind of video games, really. So, big fan of those.
Nice. Did you guys get to do the People Mover, or was it down? Because I know when we went, I thought it was down every time.
I think we went twice.
We went, I think, 3 times total, and twice were in a row.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I will say, though, we didn't get to spend as much time in Magic Kingdom as I hoped we would, which makes sense. If you're on the Skyliner, you want to use a Skyliner, you want to be at Hollywood Studios, Epcot the most. But we only went to Magic Kingdom twice, and both of them we didn't get there until after 3 p.m.
Oh, gotcha.
So you have yet to experience a Main Street morning.
Yeah.
Guess we gotta go again.
Gotta go again.
Okay, well, we'll definitely do that one again. What were some of your maybe more favorite, we'll talk about maybe meals outside of the parks?
Outside of the parks. Oh, right. I mean, Ohana.
Ohana, yeah.
Kona Cafe.
Kona Cafe.
I love
Cafe was
Kona
pretty
Cafe.
Good. For what I had.
Yeah.
Yeah, had a bit of a surgery beforehand.
It wasn't a surgery.
You know.
Surgery.
I got a couple teeth taken out. Not
like 3 or 4 days before we were leaving.
Yeah, but you know.
Yeah.
So
is what it is. What it is. We still made it through.
Yeah, that was a little precarious trying to order things that weren't too crunchy or too chewy that would have aggravated the little blood clots you had. But
yeah,
almost had a crisis in Kona Cafe the first night when
terrifying.
He bit into something
terrifying.
a little too crunchy and he started bleeding a little bit. Almost ruined the trip.
Yeah.
Yikes.
If we had to find an emergency dentist, it would have been over.
Oh my.
Yeah, that was scary.
I forgot about that, but yes, I do remember.
Magic of Disney pulled through.
Yeah.
Oof.
That's what it was.
Yep.
Great.
I don't know why I was worried.
Great call.
All right, so let's talk, whenever it would be, the next time you go, give me 2 things each that you want to be sure you want to do when you go. It can be anything. It can be a restaurant. It can be an attraction.
I want to take him to Ohana dinner.
Ooh.
We had a reservation for Ohana breakfast, and we loved that. And then 2 months after this trip, I went with a friend on a Disney cruise.
Yes, you did.
And we stayed, we didn't stay at Ohana, obviously. It's not a hotel. We went to Ohana dinner the night before we left from Walt Disney World to Port Canaveral. And I forgot how much I loved Ohana dinner. Because it had been years. We've done Ohana breakfast a lot.
Yeah.
But it had been at least 5, probably more years since I've had an Ohana dinner. And I forgot how good it is. So I need you to experience that with me.
Okay.
So that's definitely probably highest priority on my list for our next trip.
I want to experience more of World Showcase next time.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like, we still went through that and we had a lot, but I feel like there was still so much I missed out on.
Yeah.
And like try to have like a whole day dedicated to that and just kind of like going around, sitting down, taking in everything.
Yeah.
Trying out all these other foods that we may have missed. And then what was it that it was like a newer restaurant in the Japan pavilion.
Tiki Sai?
Yeah.
Chiki Sai?
Takumi Tai?
Something Sai.
Takumi Te.
No, it's definitely a Sai or
okay.
I don't know.
They did rename something upstairs. I was thinking of the...
I think it is the one
one.
upstairs.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think I'd like to try that because when we were planning the trip, we were like, okay, let's plan on some places we're going to eat. Which, it might be a good thing to bring up the Beauty and the Beast dinner as well once I finish up this because that was really fun.
Oh, right. We forgot to mention it'd be our guest.
Yeah, be our guest. That's what it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd like to go there because that was one of the original places. I was like, yeah, let's go to this place because if it's new for you and it's new for me, I feel like that would be really fun.
Yeah.
I would say it sounds like maybe next time when you go down, if you're not going down for Flower and Garden, you might want to go for Food and Wine.
Right.
When there's all those extra food booths going on and lots of other choices. So
yeah.
That'd be right up my alley.
Yeah. We really do need to get more in World Showcase because while we spent a lot of time at Epcot, we were very ride focused and not enough vibe focused.
Yeah.
We didn't go inside many pavilions to look at the stores, or sometimes they have mini like museums or artifacts. We really didn't see a whole lot of that.
No.
We walked on the outside. We need to get in there.
Yeah.
Get in the meat of World Showcase.
Yep. So there's little performers, inside or outside to check out too.
Yeah.
So. But that's why you take multiple trips so you can experience something different every time.
There you go.
Boom.
All right. Well, guys, thanks for joining me on the show. I enjoyed hearing all about this trip with Zach, all Zach's insights on everything.
Yeah.
Anna.
Thank you for taking us.
Oh yeah, thank you very much for taking us.
Wasn't fishing for that, but you're very welcome. Maybe we can all do it again. How about that?
Maybe.
Oh, I'm down.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You guys can pay for the next one.
Oh.
Anyway, everybody, I'm Tim Scott. Thanks for listening. You've been listening to The Gateway to the Magic. If you'd like to book one of these magical trips, you can always check us out at ResortLoop.com. Don't forget, by the way, group cruise coming up next June, Disney Treasure. Everybody, this has been The Gateway to the Magic. You know how to end the show, guys? What do you say at the very end?
See you, everybody.
Vacation memories will stay with you and your family for a lifetime. The Resort Loop Travel Group was created with this in mind. Our fee-free services will relieve you of the stress and confusion of finding and booking the best vacation at the best price. After booking, we will continue to monitor for ways to save you even more on your vacation. We will check for any upcoming packages and discounts to save you as many vacation dollars as possible. Resort Loop Travel Group, gateway to your magical vacation memories. Get a quote, or for more information, visit ResortLoopTravelGroup.com. This has been The Gateway to the Magic. You know how to end the show, guys? What do you say at the very end?
I'll see you, everybody.
A little more confidence. That was it. See you, everybody.
I thought he did like a huge deep in breath back in the day. I'll see you, everybody.
Everybody does it differently.
I made that up.
Why don't you just say both? Say see everybody at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah.
3,
2,
1.
See you, everybody.
Well done. Thanks.
Yeah.